The TMR gang is about to go live online. Catch the video stream of the hottest and most awarded morning program on Philippine FM radio, The Morning Rush. Straight from the Monster Facebook page at RX931, the Monster YouTube channel at RX931, or twitch.tv/Monster RX931. Time to have fun with hosts Chico, Markki, Rika, and Hazel. Join the TMR gang now. Stand by and enjoy the program.
Monster RX93.1, and we've got our top 10 for today. Of course, we are live on Facebook.
Yes, we are. Join us, facebook.com/RX931, Twitch TV and YouTube live. We are with Team Bahay.
Hello, Team
Bahay today. Oh my gosh, that earthquake. I woke up. Did you guys
Oh
wake
my
up
gosh.
I was awake.
I was awake and I couldn't sleep. I was scared. And then I passed out. And then late ako nagising. But you know what? We're here now.
Tanong mo si Chico kung na-feel niya yung umuuga during
Ay,
the
nako.
earthquake.
Ayun nga. Di ba, hindi ko nga na-feel. I was asleep.
Alam mo, ang sabi niya kanina, hihi, na-feel ko before yung earthquake.
No. Joke lang.
Yung sinabi niya kanina.
Grabe.
Kailangan i-share ko, diba? Alam nga namang ako lang yung may information na gano'n.
Okay, fine. So, here we go. We've got our top 10 for today, courtesy of I'm Jungkook's Girl. Hashtag signs of burnout. Okay. So everybody suffers from this. Okay, there's no shame. Let's start off at number 10 from Tom Ambard. Signs of burnout. Even when you do a good job and you receive a compliment about it, you don't seem to be happy. Because for you, tinatawid mo na lang talaga ang bawat araw.
Parang no amount
Oh
of
my
praise
God.
will make you happy about
At saka,
what you're doing.
That whole concept of tinatawid, like you literally just want to get through it. Like, you know, get to the other side of that bridge. That's all you want.
Pag ganun, parang naka-autopilot ka na eh.
Yeah.
Wala ka ng, your work is uninspired.
That is true.
Yeah, then why? Well, that's the thing. Then why continue? Why continue doing what you've been doing every day when it's not going to be as good as it was before?
Yep. Like you
And
don't even care.
It's parang you lose the love for what you're doing.
Yep.
Actually, you know what? There's a time in the past where I actually suffered burnout enough for me to just quit. It was for triathlon. I used to be a triathlete and I just couldn't. It was one of those things where I couldn't wake up every morning and work out every single day and do exactly those things like for 3 consecutive times during the day. It was just too much for me. So yun, out. And then I never went back. So
And
it happens.
Number 9 from Rude Santonio. Signs of burnout when your source of income, when your source of living is also killing you at the same time.
Oh, that's awful.
Oh my gosh. Di ba very Angelina Jolie's tattoo. What nourishes you kills you.
Yeah. Destroys you or something? Or kills you?
Parang ganon, basta something like that. Yung parang what nourishes you is also what destroys you.
Yeah.
So like, wow. I'm like, grabe yung...
I mean, TBH, there are jobs that are more unhealthy than others. Like, for example, if you're on night shift or
night shift,
graveyard shift.
Yeah.
Tapos wala kang sunlight. Alam mo yun, wala ka ng
Hindi, pero sige, si Markki tanongin natin. Markki, ikaw, anong, kasi di ba, when you're on a graveyard shift, medyo that's not very healthy. Ano naman ang masasabi mo dun sa morning shift ka naman, pero hindi ka natutulog kasi tinapos mo yung Squid Game. Ano masasabi?
Yan na nangyari sa'yo.
Hindi sa akin, nakatulog ako. Oo.
I hate you.
Tapos 8:30 pa lang, may nagsasabi ng antok na ako.
Ang hapdi na ng mata ko.
Hapdi na ng mata ko.
Is that so? Is that why Rika didn't come in today?
Hindi, wala talaga si Vika.
Wala talaga siya ng one.
No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, no, I mean,
meron pumasok na basang-basa sa ulan.
Alam mo,
Tapos
feeling ko,
hindi pa natutulog.
part yun ng poor decision making ko this morning. Yung fact na wala akong tulog. Kasi, this morning, Markki, I came in and I was like drenched. Kasi, umulan siya. Umuulan na siya actually when I was on my way out. But then, I was too lazy to go back up.
to
And
get
to
an
get my umbrella. Wala akong payong. So in my head, di naman malakas. Sige, I will just go na lang. Oh my God. As in,
It
basang-basa.
got worse. It
Yeah,
got worse.
not really, but alam mo yung parang it was consistent the whole way through. And it wasn't as mahina as I thought. So, by the time I got to Strata, basang-basa na talaga ako.
So, puyat na siya, basa pa siya. Yan.
Ganda.
Yan ang nakukuha
Well,
mo.
Kaka-squid game mo yan.
Kaka-squid game mo yan.
oh, ayan, sabi ni Nero, wet si Hazel. Oh,
O kaya nga,
I really,
hindi lang wet.
hindi
wet
na ngayon.
wet.
Dry na ako ngayon
Wet
kasi
na wet.
na-aircon na ako.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Yeah, you watch your health, ha? Kasi 'di ba? Is
That
it
is
true that when you walk in rain, you can possibly get sick, or is that just the old wives' tale?
Yeah, there's no scientific explanation to it, but a lot of people still believe it, especially sa Chinese medicine kasi. Merong concept nung pinasok ng lamig. Eastern medicine has that yung pag pinasok ka ng lamig, you will get sick. But of course, from the Western point of view, there's no such thing, right? So
Yeah.
depende lang sa paniniwala.
I'm just a little scared because it can't be a good combination. The no sleep / naligo sa ulan.
Yeah, for
Kasi,
sure.
kasi ang tanong ko lang dyan, yung naligo sa ulan, di ba hindi mo namang kasalanan yun? Yung no sleep, kaninong kasalanan yun?
Di kay kay Manong Squid Game. Kay Gihon.
Si Manong Slater Yang.
Di ba?
Ang kamukha, oo nga, no? Pero parang kamukha niya rin si sino yung sinabi ko? Ano nga yung sinabi ko?
Si Lito Pimentel.
Si Lito Pimentel.
Ang labo ng mga...
But it was good, no? Squid Game was so
Oh
good.
my God.
Yeah.
Super good.
Stressful from beginning to end.
And number 8 from Green Andrew, signs of burnout, laka ng pake kung anong mali magawa mo sa work. So if you go like, I made a mistake, sige, fire me na lang.
Ay.
Yung nasa ganong ka na.
Ready
nasa
to go ka na pag ganun.
Number 7 from Jan to Awesome, dati kilala ka bilang si Joy. Ngayon ang tawag sa'yo sa office, either sadness or anger.
Ay, nagpalit na yung personality mo dahil sa burnout. That's so sad.
Yeah.
Or disgust.
Or disgust. Sama pa natin yon.
Buti na lang sa atin consistent, walang joy. I remember when he has 9 characters.
Oh my gosh, wala.
Si Rika sadness. Si Hazel disgust. Si Markki anger. Ako fear.
Sino si Joy?
Wala. Yun. Yung batang katabi ni Hazel.
Tumatawa siya. Oo.
No. Collectively, tayo yung joy.
Pag pinagsama-sama mo.
Pinagsama-sama.
And number 6, from the Super Malas guy, kung may translator yung utak ko, ang message niya, sorry, the brain you are trying to reach is unavailable right now. Please try again later.
Ay. Ginkgo biloba lang ang katapat niya.
Robust.
Ano yung parang hindi yata sa brain yun,
no?
Chico? Ewan ko lang,
Hindi ba sa brain yun? Ano ba? Hindi ba
wrong head.
Parang vitamins yata.
I don't know.
Okay, sige.
Pero
parang no.
Parang pass.
Guys, para saan yun? Yung sinabi ni Chico.
Hindi ko alam.
Alam ko yung bako pa maniera, Yung mga ginkgo
Ah.
biloba, yon.
Mm.
Pero yung sinabi mo parang ibang body part ata.
Hindi ko rin alam. Hindi ko rin. Parang nababasa ko lang sa mga billboard yun.
Hindi mo pa natikman?
Hindi. Sus, hindi ko kailangan yun.
Wow!
Oo, Memo Plus Gold. Kailangan ko.
Yan ang kailangan ko din,
Pero
Memo
yun,
Plus
hindi
Gold.
ko kailangan.
But you know what? Like if you take something like that, those enhancements, sometimes like you'll get immune. Yeah.
Oh,
So if you keep
really?
taking it over and over again, or you take it once and you're not used to it, like you miss the feeling, your body misses the feeling, so it doesn't work the same way.
Parang sabi nila, di ba, like for example, laxatives, di ba? So if you take laxatives all the time, there's a tendency for your digestive system to not work anymore
Yeah.
if you don't take your laxatives. So parang you have a tendency to be constipated, which is like what you were trying to fight in the first place by taking the laxatives, di ba? So anything naman, they say don't, but laging with moderation.
Right.
Don't overdo it for whatever it is.
I mean, I wouldn't even try to take anything, but I'm not opposed to my partner taking something every
So
now
often.
and then. Yeah.
Especially at that age. Yeah.
Kung ka-age niya si Player One, di ba? Na sinasabi ni Sebedi kung type ko daw ba.
Ay, no.
Batukan kaya kita.
Yun din ang tanong ko sa kanya.
Pagbubuhulin ko kayo ni Chico.
Kaninong umaga.
sinasabi ko
Yan
sa
din ang
inyo.
unang-una kong tinanong sa kanya kung type niya si Player
Magbiro
One.
ka na sa
Hindi,
lasing.
hindi.
Wag lang
Yung
sa
ma-
walang tulog.
Hindi pa
Hindi,
nag-rhyme.
yung mga yung mga Hazel, pili ka, VIPs.
Dapat
Wala
ano ka,
namang mukha eh.
dapat nagra-rhyme. Magbiro ka na sa,
Lasing.
hindi eh, walang tulog eh.
Wag lang sa hindi gumising kasi hindi natulog.
Sige, sa bagay.
Oo.
Pwede rin.
Oo.
And number 5 from Juice Blank, signs of burnout. Generally, you just don't feel happiness the way you did 2 to 4 months before. Even when you're technically happy, let's say something good happened, parang iba na yung, parang bitin, you don't feel
Yeah.
the same kind of happiness. Number 4 from Archer Aguilar, signs of burnout, continually filling my wallet while emptying my soul.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Well, that doesn't sound so bad.
I don't know about emptying my soul, but
Pero yung
I
wallet
don't
mo
know.
naman, pakapal ng pakapal.
And number 3 from Diabolique, true story, madalas akong mag-overbreak during lunchtime that once I had to be coached. Hindi na naulit kasi nag-resign na ako kinabukasan.
Oof.
Apparently, some corporations, lalo na yung mga corporate talaga na settings, meron silang quote-unquote coaching. Yung parang if you seem to be
Underperforming?
or parang meron kang behavioral problems, parang version ng guidance.
Mentoring, parang ganun.
Parang
Mentorship.
kumbaga sa guidance counselor sa school, sa work, you have a
Meron din
mentor.
pala ganun.
Oo, may coach ka parang to help you out, ganun.
Alam mo, hate na hate ko yan sa school before. Yung peer tutoring.
Oh.
Kasi we used to do that. So, we'd be partnered with someone from a different section. And
A
then
lower section.
we're supposed to help them bring up their grades. And I'm like, why is that my problem? Sorry, I mean, why don't you study? Maybe your grades will go up, right?
You didn't get extra credit for that?
No, it was like parang do the Lord's work and help people who are in need. I mean, it's fine, I guess, but then when you think about like the time it takes away from you that you could be doing something else, and as a student, you're obviously very busy with your extracurriculars, your academics, and everything else. Medyo nakakainis din siya, and especially if the person you're tutoring isn't that interested, and usually they're not. That's why they have
Most
bad
likely
grades.
they're not, no?
Yeah, because they don't want to learn, right? So it's like it's a lose-lose situation.
Alam mo, medyo nalito lang ako. Okay, because Markki always has a fan who joins us, si Tetet. So usually pag mag-good morning si Tetet na, good morning Markki. So si Krister sabi, Markki, ayan na Tetet mo. Ang basa ko, malaki na ang Tetet mo.
Ang layo naman nung ayan na sa malaki na.
Kasi Markki
Saan mo
Markki
nakuha
na
yun?
malaki. Tignan mo,
Hala.
pag biglang tingin.
Hala
Oo.
siya.
So akala ko baka naging giant si Tetet. Oo. So,
Hello, Tetet.
Hi,
Ayun.
Tetet.
okay, there you go. And number 2 from Low-Key Fangirl, signs of burnout. Yung kahit magreklamo, wala ka ng energy gawin.
Parang ano ka na lang.
Alam mo yung
Resigned.
kahit nga yung complaining na lang, hindi mo na magawa.
Pag ganun, completely checked out ka na.
Yep. And the top signs of burnout comes from Hey Twinks.
Hey Twink says.
Signs of burnout, when you feel like you need a 6-month break twice.
So, whole year off? Well, why
Oh.
not? Some companies allow like sabbaticals, right?
Yeah, mag-sabbatical ka na. Pero yun nga, ang ano ko lang parang, don't you have the danger of like
Getting replaced.
getting replaced?
Feeling
When you have a
ko,
sabbatical?
some companies allow it and most probably don't.
Yeah.
Diba? Unless it's like a maternity leave or something
Kasi
to that
that's
effect.
different eh. Ang maternity kasi talagang very specific
But when you think about it,
yung length.
how is that different when, okay, fine, you don't have a baby. But what if you never have a child? You never get that,
Well, yeah, that's true.
that lengthy leave?
Oh,
Well, it's not really a leave because you're gonna have to take care of the kid, and I think that's
pagod ka rin eh.
sometimes harder.
But
Most of
that's
the
not
time
always
harder
the
than work.
Because there are some who take, I know personally of people who would take that option even if meron namang nag-aalaga pa rin dun sa baby who helps them out.
Oh, that's true.
It's just, because they
That-
have that option.
I
They're like,
think- I
what?
think-
I'm not as well.
I think that's why it's mostly the case in the States or in the foreign countries where they don't really have nannies or they don't really have yayas to take care of the kids. So
Right.
it's mostly for countries that don't necessarily require that. We don't have assistance.
I
They do
feel
it
like
all themselves.
Baka pwede na if you're not gonna use your maternity leave, you can have a sabbatical.
Oh, that's true.
Maybe, right?
Yeah,
Maybe.
maybe they can do that.
Tsaka di ba ang sabbatical, alam ko parang open-ended siya. Parang,
Mm.
like, it's not a specific, like, okay, I'm going on a sabbatical for like 2 months. Alam ko parang usually yun yung mga mahaba talaga.
Mm.
Yung mga tipong 1 year.
Yeah.
And usually the
Ah.
sabbaticals are for like if you're going to do your masters. Usually ganun yun eh, for that. So,
See, look,
yeah.
Erwin says some requires a certain amount of years bago mag-sabbatical leave.
Yeah,
So
of
you need to
course.
be there for a long time.
No,
10
You
years.
can't just be
Ah.
there for like a week and then decide, hey, I want a
Sabbatical
sabbatical.
ka
That's
ba?
not how it works.
Duk-dukin kita dyan.
Pero pag naka-sabbatical ka naman, you're not getting paid.
No, you're
Diba?
not. Yeah.
Unlike like a maternity leave na paid yon kasi
Yep.
legally kailangan bayaran ka.
Okay. So there you go. We've got our top 10 signs of burnout. We have one more batch, but we will be playing a couple of songs in the RX booth. But of course, we will stay on Facebook Live.
We'll see you there, facebook.com/RX931. But for now, listen to Anne Marie with Little Mix, Kiss My Uh-Oh on the Monster.
Yon, madalas daw upper management yung mga sabbatical.
Oh.
Sabi ni Lai of New York,
Mm.
madalas fake news yan, yung mga sabbatical na yan. This is from personal experience.
Oh, okay. So, quote-unquote, sabbatical.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Minsan, nagbabakasyon ka lang. Diba?
Mm-mm.
Well, but then again, what constitutes a sabbatical? Is it supposed to
I don't know
be...
nga eh. Now that we've started talking about it,
Kailangan
I'm
ba? Parang it's
curious.
for higher studies?
Usually
it's
ganun
for...
eh, diba?
No,
Like-
also if you have I think if you also have mental health problems.
Ah.
Like, for example, you've reached a point where you really feel like you're about to really burn out and you need a break. And they see that, they'll say, I think you need a sabbatical. You need to go discover
Right.
yourself. You need to go on a trip somewhere or something.
Oh,
Or
there's Ken. Happy birthday,
Happy
Ken.
birthday!
happy
Happy
birthday, Kang Carrots.
dearest Ken.
We miss your pies.
Yeah.
Yes.
And from ano
Thank you
rin,
for taking a
I
break from Kumu and coming and saying hi to us.
and Adrian would like to greet his Tito Tickboy. Happy
Happy
birthday!
Happy
birthday,
birthday, Tito Tick Boy.
Tito Tick Boy. That's a cute name, Tito Tick Boy.
Mm-mm.
Tito Tick Boy. So, what did you guys
Hello,
watch this
Rain.
weekend?
Hello, Colleen.
Hello! Sabi ni Renz Rufil, yun do pag kiliti mo yung saging na saba.
Sabbatical.
Sabbatical.
Sabbatical. Survivor. Let's talk Survivor.
Oh, yes.
So it's back, season 41.
It's
And
back.
who are your favorites so far?
Sabi nila ano, 'di ba? What were you saying, Hazel? They're saying they don't want to call it actually 41. Parang kasi nga it's a new. Parang they want to call it
One.
one.
Oo, kasi it's
Survivor
parang
one.
new era of Survivor. So, ayaw
Parang
ng...
ang hirap. I mean, like I get it. Remember like when they did yung what's that? Yung Island of Idols.
Yeah,
Yung parang feeling ko ang gulo-gulo kasi parang ang
ang
daming
daming
if you
ganap.
lose may ganito. If you win,
Parang,
yung parang ang I don't know, like it kind of dilutes the game a little
but
bit.
with Survivor kasi, you kind of catch up fast with everything they throw at you. It's parang, especially if you've been watching it for a while, parang
Yeah.
no matter how complicated it gets, as a viewer, you just naturally catch up to everything.
Oh, ayan,
Maybe
ito.
because we're so used to it.
Because even if Erica was asking, even if you don't watch Survivor, you can join the conversation. Kasi the standard line of Jeff is, "Come on in, guys," and then he asked at the start, "Should I change it to just come on in?" Kasi nga parang with exclusivity, parang they were saying, "Do we have to say guys?" Even though technically, di ba, guys, you could be talking to girls and say, "Come on, guys." Di ba, parang it's just a very loose word. But anyway.
No, because there's a lot of LGBT
Yeah,
yes from that community in this
agree,
group.
agree. Oo. Pero yun nga, that there were a lot of people feel naman na guys, di ba, even nga, one of the LGBT contestants was saying, "I'm a girl, I'm a lesbian, I don't mind if you say guys." It's a very encompassing word naman, hindi naman siya very specific, gender specific.
For me, I feel like if one person would prefer not to use it, then that's
Then
fine.
change
Which
it.
is what happened.
Yeah.
One person said he would prefer if they just said, "Come on in." But then a lot of people online were saying, parang, ano ba? Parang,
Well,
for years we've been used to like, "Come on in, guys," but kailangan pang gawin,
for
"Come on
me,
in."
it's because you don't feel anything when you hear it. But if there's someone who feels a certain kind of way about it, then we should listen to that person. Right? That's just my opinion. And it's not a big deal. It's literally just a line. There are many other iconic lines that Jeff says every week. So just enjoy those other lines. But as far as the come on in guys goes, guys can go.
Oh,
You can just go for come on in. And anyway,
si Ulysses, ang daming ng "Come on in, mga be." Sana ganun na
yung
lang.
sabi nga ni Ulysses,
Oh,
come on in,
ayun.
get me,
Come
get
in,
me.
be.
Ginawang kanta.
Oo,
Hindi.
diba?
Pero kasi rin ako, medyo team Ricard ako. I like Ricard. Find him very sexy.
I
I like
still don't know
Ricard.
their names too well.
Don't like Ricardo.
I like Ricard. And I like
Don't
Evie so
Feeling ko, alam mo kung
far.
bakit?
Bakit?
Feeling ko kasi siya, villain. Kaya gusto mo, ayaw ko. Feeling ko
Well,
magiging villain siya
kasi nang
eventually.
call out na siya ng, I feel like he's shady boots. May ganun na agad
Oo,
siya.
oo, oo.
I don't know. I like Ricard.
Ano ko, Voce, Team Voce.
There's
mean,
an American football player.
si Chico yung yung neurosurgeon yung gusto.
Rooting for.
Yung gusto, oo nga.
Rooting for
Exactly,
nga.
oo
Pareho
nga,
naman
oo
yun, di ba?
nga.
Rooting for.
You don't have to explain.
Which one is that again? Which one is that?
Yung neurosurgeon nga.
Yung
kasi-
neurosurgeon na nag-igib ng tubig kahit gusto niyang isolve yung triangle puzzle kasi parang wala na lang siyang choice. He just went along with what everybody
Ito,
Oh,
wanted.
yeah.
nilalagyan ng narrative yung rooting lang naman for.
Wala sabi ng mga tao? Sabi nila, negative vibes si Ricard.
Yeah. Yun ang ano ko. Kaya mo
Well,
gusto eh.
antayin nyo, lahat naman sila will be negative vibes eventually because
They're all gonna
everybody
be negative vibes.
everything else.
It's gonna happen. To be honest, I don't have someone I'm rooting for yet. Parang it's too early for me.
And it's too early din naman. I'm sure
Yeah.
we'll change our mind pa later on.
Yeah, so I'm just it's hard because in the first episode, because like I still get confused with all their names. A lot of them look alike as well in a lot of ways. So it's
Sabi
just
ni,
hard for me.
sabi ni Ulysses, come on in, mga inutil. Ang pangit. Yeah. Alam
Someone
mo
in
talaga,
out of
like,
the rain,
I would
sabi nila.
love to join Survivor, but it's just so physical. It's just, I will
Especially
never,
this season.
I will never survive. It's
This
so
season
physical.
seems
Yung
more
mga, ano, yung mga
physical than
akyatan, mga
endurance talaga.
endurance
eh.
talaga.
Oo.
Like, that's the part that gets to me. But like the whole social game,
No, and the thing
I would
is,
love to play that part.
with the physical aspect of Survivor, you can't help but get hurt. That's the thing that I don't like.
Yun ang, yeah.
Yung, alam mo yung nababangga. Kasi, di ba, there would be challenges na you're blindfolded, you can't see anything, and I just,
Oh,
You
yung
know
ano,
what?
you're
I'm all for that.
blindfolded,
I'm
you're
all for
blindfolded,
that.
tapos biglang ilas sakay ka sa van, tapos paggising mo, nasa island na kayo.
iba, crossover. Tapos may ano, no?
Hello, parang Survivor din yun, no? Pero literal.
Pero mas
like
malaki yung
Survivor.
premyo doon, di ba?
Your life.
But yeah.
Yeah.
So,
What else?
feeling ko this will change in the coming weeks, our thoughts on Survivor and like the players that we like. I'm sure we'll still find more people to
Well,
like.
I'm sure Voce would always have a special place. Pero
Bakit?
ha?
Huh? How can you tell? Isn't it too early to tell? Sabi mo kanina?
Parang too early to tell eh.
Kasi
Ano?
Kasi neurosurgeon.
Mahilig ka sa neurosurgeon.
Brainy kasi, brainy.
Okay.
Brainy, di ba? Brainy or kiastas.
Ay, nako. Oh, and yun nga, Squid Game. I actually finished it.
Ako kasi nasa third pa lang ako, so yeah. I will finish it by this week, I'm sure.
You have to watch it. It's so good. Oh my gosh, Chico.
I'm so trying to finish it, so yeah.
And then you have to also...
Did you watch the 24 Faces?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't watch that. Is it
I
the
watched
monster
it.
inside?
Yeah, monsters.
I watched the trailer, but then I don't like the clips.
I only watched the first 3 episodes. Parang, what else happened? Is there anything
May
special?
nag-explain ng robust sa atin sa comment section na very detailed.
Sige, from Capi's Hub.
Haba nung
As
explanation niya.
as above, so below. What stimulates below stimulates above, like coffee. It's similar to V. They belong to a class of drugs called inhibitors.
Ano daw?
And we have researches in their use for Alzheimer's and other brain. Di ba nga? That's how Viagra started. It was supposed to be like a parang heart or brain medicine, basta ganon. Tapos nagtataka sila.
Heart,
How come
I think.
every time when they were testing it, every time the people took it, they got a little, turgid. So yeah, it was a side effect too. So now, that's why you can't take Viagra if you have a heart condition. Kasi nga, it's initially talaga for the heart.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Nice to know. Okay,
Now we
so
know.
if you
Now
have
we
any
know.
questions, you can ask them on the comment section.
Voce pala is his last name? I thought
Yeah.
that was his first name.
No, it's his last
Voce
name.
is his
David
last
Voce.
name.
David Voce.
So if you have questions like this or that questions or anything, would you rather, yung mga ganon, go ahead. Just post it on the comment section because today is just Chica Day on FB in
Alam mo
between.
yung
Tomorrow
ano?
we'll have Pak or Palpak.
Yung parang nasa ano lang tayo, parang nasa bakuran, yung mga chismosa, mga kaamiga.
Ayan. Did we feel the lindol? Like we said kanina, in case you missed it, we did.
I did not.
Except for Chico.
I
He
mean, not
didn't
that
feel
I'm
it.
happy that I missed it. I mean, I'm good missing it. But Yeah.
It felt shorter than the last time, I think. So
It was shorter, but
But she
it was
said,
hard. It was
nakakainis.
harder. It was stronger. Pala. Right?
Oh, may mas remember when we messaged each other? That was still stronger. But that one, that earthquake na you messaged
Really?
me and I was awake. Yeah, that was stronger.
I don't know. I
That
felt it.
felt
I
more
felt it
that
last
felt
night.
more alarming
It
than the
shook me
one.
awake.
Yeah, but
This
so
one
did the
shook me
last
awake.
one.
Yeah,
Ito
that is
kasi,
true. Actually, no, kasi the last one I woke up before the earthquake happened.
mm,
This one woke me up.
sabi ni Henry Mabana, Pack or Palpak si Tony Awards bukas. Actually, tomorrow we'll do Pack or Palpak for the Savage X Fenty show. So that's what
Did you
we
we're
watch
should
it?
doing.
I
do
watched it.
that.
That's
I
why we'll
watched
Pack
it.
or Palpak it tomorrow.
Actually, no,
So watch out for
you know what
it.
we can pack or palpak din? Like
Ano?
mga collections.
We
Di ba? Like,
can.
let's say, I don't know. Let's say Chanel has their like winter collection. We can also do that.
Oh no, is this true? According to Erica, si Dodson Cruz daw is anti-COVID. Vaccination.
Who?
Totoo ba? I'm so
Sino
Dodson
yun?
Cruz from Victoria's Secret. One of the more popular Victoria's Secret
Oh.
angels from before. One of my girl crushes. I find her so hot. That's
Sayang.
so sad. Oh, did you hear about Linda Evangelista?
Oh, why?
What's
And
happening with Linda
how she
Evangelista?
actually posted on her Instagram. You guys can check it out. Apparently, she experienced really horrible side effects of I think like a beauty procedure. Ito yung parang cool sculpting procedure. So, she posted this on her IG account. Today, I took a big step. Blah, blah, blah. To my followers who have wondered why I have not been working while my peers' careers have been thriving, the reason is that I was brutally disfigured by Zeltic's cool sculpting procedure, which did the opposite of what it promised. It increased, not decreased, my fat cells and left me permanently deformed, even after undergoing two painful, unsuccessful corrective surgeries. I have been
Oh
left,
no.
media has described, unrecognizable.
Oh
Oh
my
my god.
gosh. So
Yeah.
she hasn't
Hala.
showed a photo of herself yet
She
since.
hasn't in a long time. And, it's just so beautiful to see all the other supermodels of her time. Naomi,
Aged so well.
Cindy.
Yeah.
No, they're all commenting and showing their support, sending
Christy,
her
I'm
love.
sure.
Christy. Yeah. Even Gigi Hadid had a
Mm-hmm.
beautiful message for Linda. Um, but yeah, lahat sila
Ay,
nagko-comment. Ano?
maganda yung ni Erica. We'll have like a stream it or skip it.
Ooh,
Trailers.
based on trailers?
Pwede yun,
Gee, let's do
ha?
that. Let's do
We can
that.
do that.
Uh, who else? I'm hungry na.
Gutom,
Antok,
antok, ayun,
pagod.
pagod.
Hala, na-feel ko bigla I'm hungry.
Mm.
I don't know. I'll probably just sleep when I get home. Unahin na natin yung
Sabi ni
tulog.
Daryl Dondo, galunggong hadid. Kasi Gigi.
Gigi. Nakakainis. Ayoko na.
Nakakainis.
But
That's
dinner.
hardcore though with Linda Evangelista.
What happened to her? I know, and her face pa naman is so iconic,
Pero hindi
right?
daw face eh. Sabi ni, Adrian said, not in her face. More of body daw.
I think the whole,
Oh, pati face?
including the face, kasi she's only been spotted with a mask on, but even with a mask on, she looks different. Kasi that fat burning thing is supposed to help with the fat under your chin, like with a double chin, also with certain parts of the body. So it's pretty much like everywhere.
Oh my gosh. I'm looking at her Instagram.
Yeah.
The second photo. Oh my gosh. Look at her.
I know.
Shoosh. What a supermodel.
Right?
Pero yeah, like I can just imagine. And I can also just imagine how like she Diba? Imagine you built an entire career on, you know, for the most part, your physicality. Tapos, diba, to have that messed with, and
Yeah.
yeah, I can understand why she wouldn't want to post anything.
Oh, but it's just really sad,
It's
no?
very disturbing.
Wow, wow. She's so
Wow.
gorgeous. My gosh, I just saw the photo. Wow, it's beautiful.
She's amazing. She is amazing. Well, yun
Truly
nga. Kaya nga merong House of Evangelista.
gorge. Oo nga, naku, the House of Evangelista. Oh, speaking of Pose, the final season is already on Netflix.
Alam mo,
So if
I
you haven't seen
promise
it,
you,
go
after
watch it.
I'll just finish
Oh,
Squid, and then I'll
I
watch.
did. I did a whole I did a whole marathon on Saturday.
Ito ba yung first nood mo of the finale of the final season?
Yes, yes. I never got to watch it before because I couldn't find it. But like,
It's so good,
luckily, it's
right?
there. Oh my
Season
gosh.
3. My God. Made me cry. Like a whole lot.
Yeah, and I actually saw a lot of things watching it that I can use for the series that I'm doing now, which is great. It's one of those things that is really a research piece. A lot of
Ooh.
people who want to understand the population
Okay, hold
and
on.
understand the culture.
Okay, 10 seconds. Hold up.
Monster RX93.1. Time for the top 10 for today, and we are still live on Facebook with our team Bahay. And oh my gosh, can I just say, JJDD, is there a show now? Why the Last Man? It's one of my all-time
Huh?
favorite like comic books ever, ever, ever,
What's
ever.
JJDD?
And well, JJDD is on our comment section. And sabi niya,
Ah, okay.
Chico, watch Why the Last Man, which is a comic book series. And it's amazing. Amazing. One of my
It's on
all
Hulu.
favorite.
I need to get
Oh,
Hulu.
Mula Apari?
Huh?
Hanggang Hulu. Ay,
Si,
nako.
si Markki, ha? Mula
Ooh.
Apari hanggang Hulu?
You
Yeah.
can watch it,
Oh
Chico.
my gosh. Okay, okay. But that is something because I don't know how they can translate that to like live action. Unless it's like Invincible, which is also a comic book, but it's animated. So that's easier because it's animation. So I don't know how they do it though.
Ooh.
Okay, so here we go. Let's do the top 10 courtesy of Jungkook's Girl, Signs of Burnout, starting off at number 10 from Boy Bakal. Deadlines now are merely quote, suggested dates to you to complete the task. Pag napagalitan, di sorry. Pasok sa isang tenga, labas sa kabila. Very similar to the other one na parang wala eh. Wala tayong magagawa eh. Di mali. Di sorry. That's all you can do.
That's not
That's
good.
all you can do. And number 9 from Adobo Mix, mas matagal kang nasa pantry kesa sa workstation mo.
Alam mo, meron din naman kasi na hindi ka lang talaga sanay to, like,
Yeah.
you find it hard to stay put. Because I remember working a little bit for our social media, so I had a table and everything, but I would almost never be there for like hours and hours. I would need to go somewhere, look at something, you know what I mean, because I'm not used to like a desk job, like
Kind
being
of,
in front of a
yeah.
desk. So I would always need to take a little break just to get like the creative juices flowing.
Yeah,
You know what I
I
mean?
don't think any of us have ever had like a desk kind of job.
Well, that
I
was
have.
What?
I have.
Really?
Yeah. I worked
Like
for
a
a
desk
biochemical company for a while. Yeah.
company?
Company. Yes.
Company?
It's a company. Kasi
Para kahapon, ano yung sabi ko?
kasi yung boss ko campy. Oo.
Campy.
So I
Ano yung sabi ko?
yes.
ano yung sabi mo?
Yung, ganun din. The other day. Yung parang,
Ayoko na.
anyway,
What did you
I did
say?
something similar. I did something parang
Company.
rush guard. Parang ganon. Imbis na
Rush
rash
guard.
guard. Rosh guard. I said
Yeah.
something the other day, but anyway.
Yeah.
Number, yeah.
Yeah. So there. Yeah. I worked for one for a while, but it was a part-time thing, and I didn't last long because I couldn't handle sitting on a desk for long
I can
periods of time.
imagine. I can
Right?
imagine.
My
And
gosh.
number 8 from Miss Anne Catalan. You go to bed tired and you wake up even more tired.
Mm.
Oh, that's not good. That is not.
Hmm.
Maybe it's
Yes.
also the way you sleep. Maybe your pillows, maybe your mattress.
Pwede rin naman.
Maybe, 'di ba? Minsan akala natin it's a mental thing when in fact it could just be a physical thing. You have to inspect kung may nagko-cause ng ganong feeling.
And just going back to that like whole, 'di ba like ayaw mong napipirme ka sa desk mo. Ang dami na ngayon offices, especially in the States, they now have like standing desks.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
That would suck more. I wouldn't want a standing desk.
or siguro sana
I'd rather sit.
adjustable. Yung kasi ang dami na like even like I've seen a company on Facebook, like those selling things that popped up,
Right.
and I checked it out and it was very interesting. So that you can they sell tables, yung lalagyan ng laptops.
Yeah.
So you can actually work standing up, and they say it's really like healthy.
Actually, for me, it's more on um I just don't know. Parang I get more kasi my job then was actually to write. So, for me kasi, I write best when I'm at home. You know what I mean?
Oh.
So, I don't feel as productive when I'm not working in my own space. Kasi in my own space, siguro if I had my own office, ganun, parang my own element, then that's fine. But like when I'm around other people kasi and outside factors, parang di ako as zoned in on what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know. Maybe it comes with maturity as well.
Hindi, ayan, like si Nathaniel was saying, whether in common spaces for working in our office, you can like do it sa sofa, sa couches. Hindi siya yung traditional desk. Like
That's
more
true. They should
make
have that.
kasi some people, like you said, are more comfortable with yung setup mo sa bahay, which is like sometimes you work from your couch.
Yeah.
So parang if you're more comfortable, they will supply those different
Di ba parang Google and
working spaces.
Facebook and stuff
Yeah.
like that? That's how they treat their employees.
Yeah.
They
Oh, but
allow
I
them to have awesome, nice spaces.
Parang maganda
for them to work.
ultimately it's about the output. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Because that's
Totoo.
what's needed naman eh. Like what are you producing, diba? What are we getting from you? For me, it should be more that than focusing on like how many hours you spend in front of the computer
Totoo.
on a desk, right?
Yeah.
And number 7 naman from Green Andrew, yung may narinig ka, tapos sabi mo, oh, what's that strange sound? Oh yeah, laughter. Hello?
Hindi ka na natatawa?
Hindi, wala nang ligaya sa buhay mo. Grabe.
Actually, that would suck so bad. Like at work, if you, kasi I can imagine that kunyari yung tipong wala ka ring friend sa work, hindi na nga nakakatawa yung trabaho mo. Wala ka pang katawanan during breaks or something like that, right?
Yeah. Can you
I
so
can't
sad.
even.
And number 6 from Victoriano, pag feeling mo, ambulansya yung sinasakyan mo papunta sa work. Like it's a regular car or maybe a jeepney or a bus, but that's how it feels like.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's a different level altogether. And number 5 from Maxim De Winter, nag-file ka ng leave. Pero hindi ka rin makarelax kasi iniisip mo yung natatambak na work dahil sa pag-leave mo.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's bad.
But I know a lot of people who do parang advance work before they go on leave para wala nga silang hahabulin when they come back.
Yeah. I think that's how it's supposed to
Good
go.
idea, right?
Yeah.
It depends if you can do advanced work, right? Because there's
Oh,
some
that's
things you
true.
can't do.
Tsaka kasi for example, for us, pag tayo nag-leave, wala, naka-leave lang tayo. Yung iba kasi, the nature of their job is, if you go on leave, para siyang hourglass.
Mm.
Yung tumatambak yung trabaho mo, and it keeps going even though you're not at work. Tayo
Yeah.
kasi we just don't board. 'Di ba? That's it. Walang naiimbak na work. So that's difficult. And number 4 from Archer Aguilar, nung may office mate kang nagsabi ng, "Uy, lalabas ako. Ano, may gusto ka pa?" And then ang sagot mo, "Yes. Pwede. Can you get me a will to live?" Wow.
That's
Okay.
so hindi ko alam. I hope you're just being
Dramatic.
dramatic,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? Yeah. I'd
Um
freak
Yeah.
out though if I were your office mate and you told me that. I'd freak out.
Exactly. You know what? Whenever I see people posting things like that, when they say certain things like about, and certain things like that, I will respond and ask them if they need someone to talk to. I
that's
always
nice.
do that. It's very important that they hear that there are people that they can talk to, even if they're just making drama. It's it's still part of really trying to reach out to these individuals.
Ako kasi
Yeah.
my ano is like, if I think I'm in a position to offer my help, I would. But it's not like for gets, parang not for everyone kasi parang
Um,
feeling ko kasi parang sometimes it's unwelcome. I don't know, it's
hindi.
just my
Kunyari financial aid. Oh. Kunyari yon. Welcome naman. Lumayas siya! Lulayasan niya kami!
ano kasi kaya mo na yan.
Ha?
Oo, kaya mo yan. Go girl, you go girl. I'm your cheerleader.
You got this. You got this.
Cheerleader!
I'm your cheerleader.
Oh.
Mm-mm. And number 3 from Camilo, signs of burnout. Kapag ang hinihingi mo kay boss na bonus, hindi pera, kundi leaves. Like, don't pay me
Ooh.
anything extra. Just let me go on more leaves. I'm good.
I mean,
Kasi sometimes there are work certain kinds of industries din na it's not about the money that they'll pay you. Even if leave without pay, hindi ka pinapayagan kasi they need you there. So it's kind of difficult when it's that kind of industry na kailangan ka lagi nandun, and it's pahirapan talaga every time you need to go on leave. Ang hirap nun. That's really difficult.
yeah.
And number 2 from Juice Blank, signs of burnout, when a promotion feels like an unwelcome attention from a stalker.
Oh,
You know, gets what gets. Yung parang, di ba ang stalker, parang we all like attention, right? But if it's unwelcome attention, we don't like it. It's the same thing with like a promotion. When you're not happy with your job, you should be technically happy because you've been promoted. But if you don't like the job, you're like, this is unwelcome. I want to get
yeah.
promoted.
How do you say no to that though?
Right?
Exactly.
Lalo kung mataas yung bayad. Oh my gosh. And the top signs of burnout comes from, oh yeah, that girl.
Oh yeah, that girl says.
When I got called by HR and they had to remind me that stress balls are for squeezing, not to be thrown at people who make your life difficult at work. Alam mo yung
Stress
nambabakbakan
sila.
ka eh.
Oh,
Buti malambot yung stress balls.
Tapos sabihin mo,
niya.
but it relieves me of my stress.
to
Oh
smack a
my.
bit, right?
Just a little bit. Tsaka malambot naman yun. Pero mabigat. Malambot na mabigat. Okay, what about us?
Ooh, signs of burnout.
Oh,
No,
sige.
when you just go
Yeah.
go for it. You
Ano
first.
ako, parang, there's fatigue that's physical. Yeah, kulang ka sa tulog, or you've been working the whole day, you haven't had time to rest, and you feel tired. And you know how that feels.
Yeah.
And then there's the tired that comes from the non-physical tired. Like, you didn't really work hard, you had a good amount of sleep, but it's a legitimate kind of tired. And I think that's the kind of tired that you get from burnout. Not because you're overworked, not because you've only had 2 hours of sleep. It's more of the, alam mo yung parang, I'm just so tired.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just very hard to, describe, but I'm sure if you've ever experienced it, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
You keep making excuses. You keep finding an excuse to not do what you need to do. Like, for example, I mean, I remember when I burnt out because I was very competitive when I was in high school for triathlon, and I was reaching the point where I could have been one of the best in the Philippines
Mhm.
in what I did because I started very young. I started at 12, but I reached the point where I was like, is this worth it? Should I continue doing this because I love it still? Or am I doing this because my parents want me to do this?
Oh, yeah.
And you know, is this what I want to do in life? Or do I want to be a performer? Do I want to be a singer?
Mm.
Which is what I loved, which is what I really enjoyed doing.
See, that's what I'm
And
saying. Di ba? Parang it's not so much the physical pagod of actually training,
Mm.
but if your heart's no longer into it, parang
you
it
just find
becomes endlessly
excuses.
harder. Yeah.
And you act out. Like for example, I never used to go out. I always used to train, whatever. And then when I reached 17, 18, I was just like, F it. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna party. I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna enjoy myself. It's my, the last few years of my teenage life, right?
Oh, very sex education.
Mm.
The swimmer started drinking, yeah.
Right?
Um, I think for me, when you take out your frustration on innocent people and you let it affect your relationship with uh, everyone at work. Like, kasi I remember specifically based on experience, I wasn't the one going through a burnout, but like someone I know. And suddenly that person just became super distant, like super cold and distant, and like seemed bitchy even. And like I was just left wondering, like, okay, what's going on? And then from what I gathered, that person was just, feeling unhappy with work. So parang collateral damage lang everyone around that person. Na parang okay, so it's not me. I didn't do anything. You're not like specifically mad at me. But it felt that way. And I think if that happens, na yun nga, parang you're just taking your anger like on everyone else, taking it out on everyone else, 'di ba? It means siguro parang di ka na masaya with what you're
Yeah.
doing.
Kasi
Because
parang
even
collateral damage ka na
yun
eh.
nga eh, you
Yeah.
can't even like be polite to your coworkers, or you can't, I mean, not even like nice or friendly, diba? Kahit man lang be cordial when you find yourself unable to do that, then I think, yeah, maybe it's time for a little break, right? So yeah,
There
that's
you
my answer.
go.
There
That's
you
it.
go.
There
Y'all
you
got our
go. There you
answers
have it.
Yeah, right? At saka it's perfect to talk about it on a Monday.
on a
Kasi
Monday.
usually for people who are burnt out, that's when it hits you the hardest. Kasi nga
Mondays are
parang,
the worst.
I
Yeah.
just came from a weekend. Do I really have to ano? Pero yeah. But at least we talked about it. Maybe that's the first step. And thank you for joining us. At,
We're gonna stop talking
at
so we
meron ng
can
matutulog.
go home and
Go get some rest, Hazel. You
Go
deserve
get
it.
some sleep. Good night.
bye.
Bye,
Thank you for
guys.
joining us.
Bye. See
Stick
ya.
around for Nikki. She's up next.